Hey everybody, what up? All right, so in this video, we're talking about what happens when AI eats its own tail. And this comes from the phrase of a snake eating its own tail. So as the image here shows that a snake actually eating its own tail is not a good thing, right? It's eating itself. It's pretty gross. And the same thing could actually be observed in the AI world. And certainly we're just getting into the beginning of that, but it's going to dramatically increase as we go along here. So basically, a lot of people have the theory in their mind and paranoia of the simple fact that, like, when this happens, the model collapses. So when the AI starts training itself on AI generated content, you're going to start having a decrease in the amount of good content, really, because all of these AI tools, they've learned off of books and articles and videos, music, like Reddit posts, images, like everything that's been created by humans. So when we see a world now where all of that stuff is created by AI, then you're going to now see AI starting to train itself on that content. And we're already seeing this throughout all of the internet, right? There's AI in videos and articles and inside code bases. So the reason why this is happening so quickly, though, is because these AI tools are cheap as crap. I mean, you can pay $20 a month for Cursor or ChatGPT, and you can use it to create all kinds of AI-generated stuff. It would appear to me, if it hasn't already, like blog articles are pretty much worthless. For me as a developer, I don't even use Stack Overflow or Google really anymore to find solutions to coding problems. It's usually just AI or looking at the code myself. And that's typically good enough. And a big reason for that, right, is even years ago when ChatGPT first came out, Stack Overflow was having a hard time with AI-generated content on their platform, and we're trying to find ways to prevent that from happening. And as far as I could tell, they never were able to figure that out. But either way, I don't really go to Stack Overflow hardly ever anymore. So the reason why the AI is going to train itself on this information, though, is because the AI is actually scanning all of the internet to train itself and collect all this data. And mostly this was human-generated content up until the last couple of years. So in the next few years, we're literally going to see AI that has been trained on AI quite a bit. And I don't think we're going to see something like the singularity. We're going to see something like Idiocracy, where we get a little bit dumber and dumber. Evolution doesn't always necessarily mean that we're going to get smarter. One of the reasons why we've evolved into having large brains and solving complicated problems is because we needed to in order to survive. So once we start relying on all these AI tools to do everything, we could actually see a real world idiocracy. For those that don't know, check out that movie. It's hilarious. So basically, in this dystopian future, when this actually occurs, and it's already occurring to some degree, the researchers are calling this just simply the model collapse. So successive generations of AI trained on synthetic data will degrade in quality. So making photocopies of photocopies, right? Every time we used to have things called VHSs, and we would record on them. And if you used and recorded too many times on the VHS, like the quality actually got worse. So that's actually something that is a good example, and that shows my age. I've seen Google, there was I watch hockey, and the Capitals were in the playoffs this year, and they got to the second round, and it was still the first round of the playoffs, and it was like game 3, and it's a best of 7, and it wasn't even close to being resolved as far as the series. And Google had already predicted that the Montreal Canadiens were going to win the series, and that they had already won the series. So, the Google AI generated content is garbage, and hopefully that gets better, but it is absolute garbage. And I can't imagine models actually training themselves on that. When people were praising ChatGPT, I remember I asked it about a historical subject, and I did videos on this, and it was something I knew a lot about. And this is ChatGPT 4, and it was actually saying people died in the battle that clearly survived and had histories long after the battle and everything. So if you didn't know a lot about the subject, you would just take it at face value. So we're going to see that quite a bit. People are just taking this stuff at face value, even though we try to warn everybody that generative AI is going to hallucinate all the time. People are still taking it at face value, just like they did with Wikipedia and with Google. We're seeing that now with AI. So the bottom line, I'm curious what you all think, but if we let AI become its own teacher and that teacher is just like mimicking itself, and we get into this snake eating its own tail situation. I'm just wondering if it's going to like just basically spiral into like a completely worthless, irrelevant product, or are we going to somehow evolve towards like the singularity, where this thing is actually training itself on itself and somehow is able to decipher through all the garbage it created to make itself better. I don't really know how we're supposed to do that when we told the thing that it was right or wrong based on human generated content. So to me, it seems like we have a big problem if we don't truly have general intelligence. And I think a big argument can be made that the generative AI tools that we have now, the guessing the next right word, is very, very effective, and it mimics general intelligence to some degree on a very small scale sometimes. It still is arguably not general intelligence. So I don't see how we're going to be able to avoid this snake eating its own tail problem. And I've also said before that this is also going to pertain to actual coding, like new languages and libraries. So one of the reasons why Claude AI is so effective is it's trained its model on very complicated if-else conditions on basically all of the different top-level programming languages. Like, so things like Python and JavaScript and TypeScript it is fairly effective at because it has so much data to train on. But where you see it start to fail is on things like Rust and C++ and things with less, just less information out there for it. So you're also going to see that to a great degree on anything new that is up and coming that's trying to get traction. So I guess the final thing I want to say about this is I do think I see a world where we're going to have niche markets, and it might not even be a niche market, which means a small market. It could be, there could be a major demand for human-generated content going into the future. I think we're going to get burned out with the AI weirdness, including the video that you're seeing of the snake eating its own tail that was created with Sora, the video editing tool. And to be honest, I've also criticized that tool. It's borderline worthless to me. It just makes weird stuff. It looks good, but it's just really weird. I actually hate it, but it's somewhat convenient to just say, hey, make a snake eating its own tail, even though it can't figure that out really. It does a terrible job at it, but it sort of gets it. One of the things I absolutely hate, just as a side tangent, is like Facebook is now promoting these AI videos that have like, birds with weird colors. I saw this one with like the seal that had all this like fishing equipment all tangled up. It was all tangled up in this stuff. And, I was looking at the comments and like I immediately knew that it was AI, that it was bullshit. But looking at all the comments, I could see that about 50% of the population was thinking that this was real. And it was just infuriating because Meta knows that that's not the world that we want to be living in. But they're promoting that anyway because it gets a lot of people commenting, especially when, people's natural reaction, if you know that it's bullshit, is to like tell people that. And it's sort of, sickening and saddening to see our society so stupid to believe these things. And we're just going to see that everywhere. You're not going to know what's real and what's not real because a lot of people are stupid. It's just the way it is. It's kind of like George Carlin. He's like, imagine the average person, right? And 50% of the people are dumber than that. So that's not to be disparaging or anything, but there's a lot of people that will fall for really stupid things, and Meta and these other companies are capitalizing off of it.